Hey guys, what's going on? Insidious Swede back again here for another YouTube video, and welcome to a manga discussion on Yoshihiro Togashi's Hunter x Hunter. Now, this is a manga I have a lot of mixed feelings about, but before all of that, there's a couple things I want to say first. I don't like making controversial videos. I didn't get into YouTube to make videos, talking negatively about manga. I've been reading manga series for over half a decade. I have close to 1,500 volumes, and I love manga, and I plan to read it for the rest of my life. But sometimes I need to make a video like this, talking about a manga that has let me down. So Hunter x Hunter is a very interesting series for me. I have a complicated history with it. It was a couple years ago that I was able to get an amazing deal on volumes 1 to 26. And I was able to get these for, I would say, roughly like $5 or $6 a piece, so almost 50% off per volume. And the reason why I decided to commit to the offer was because I figured, considering how many amazing things I've heard about the Hunter x Hunter series, why would I be any different? Why would I not like it when it seems like everybody else enjoys the manga? Well, I got up to volume 7 here, and after finishing this, I set it down and I said to myself, why do people like this? I don't get it. It feels so boring. It feels so lifeless. Honestly, that was the word I used, the lifeless. But that was simply from the manga experience. I have since, over the summer of last year, before college started back up, I spent about 3 weeks watching the majority of the Hunter x Hunter anime. Now, that wasn't the intention. I was simply bored, looking for something else to watch. I just finished up another show, and I decided to give the Hunter x Hunter anime a chance because I had heard so many amazing things about the anime that people were saying it improves dramatically on the manga, and I started watching it and I couldn't stop. Honestly, I could not stop watching the anime, and the Hunter x Hunter series is about as close to perfection as I've seen so far. Everything about the anime I love. I love the way the characters are portrayed. I love the animation. I love how the story progresses. It doesn't feel slow at all. But the manga, on the other hand, has let me down. I mean, for starters, I think we all know the core problem to Yoshihiro Togashi, and that is, unfortunately, his back problems. His back problems have kept him from writing this manga to its fullest potential. If you guys don't know, Hunter x Hunter came out in 1998. Right now, as of March of 2017, Hunter x Hunter is yet again on another hiatus at chapter 360. Well, right now, at this same time, in 1996, when One Piece came out, only a year before Hunter x Hunter, it is now on chapter 859. It is almost exactly 500 chapters longer than Hunter x Hunter, and it's only a year older. So we all know that the reason why this manga has suffered so much is because of Yoshihiro Togashi's back problems. But beyond simply that back problem that causes him to not be able to, draw. I mean, look at this. This is essentially what I would say a professional mangaka would bring into their editor to say, this is my storyboard, this is a rough draft, and then he would say, okay, this looks good, go back and make a final draft for this series. Unfortunately, though, this is what we get for a final draft. I mean, it just looks so unfinished. But I think the other thing people forget sometimes too is, yes, the back problems are an unfortunate stroke of luck, but at the same time, Yoshihiro Togashi is a bit, stingy when it comes to this. And I understand not wanting to give up creative control on a manga you've been writing since the late 90s, I get that. But at the same time, if you just relinquish control of the artwork and simply said, okay, I'll do the writing and the storyboards, and then we'll have, somebody else come in and do the artwork, this manga would no longer take as many hiatuses as it does, because a lot of his back problems stem from overworking himself, from doing all of the writing and all of the artwork. If he gave up 50% of that workload, dare I say more than 50% considering how much more time-consuming drawing is than writing a storyboard, he wouldn't have to go on so many hiatuses and he would be able to actually finish this manga. I've seen a lot of interviews with Togashi from, video interviews to written articles, and he has so much planned for this Hunter x Hunter universe, but he's never going to be able to tell it if he doesn't do something differently, because at the trend he's going now, he's not going to finish this manga and it's going to end without an ending. Unfortunately, it's just it's a matter of fact. Unless he spends the next 30 years pumping out, like 3 or 4 chapters a year, he's never going to finish this manga, which is unfortunate because this could have been the greatest shonen manga ever written. The characters are amazing. Gon is personally one of my favorite shonen protagonists of all time, and honestly, I prefer him to Luffy in many cases. Also, the universe. Everything about, these different islands and universes and sections of this world he's created, I prefer to the majority of shonen manga today. They are so amazing, so interesting, and everything that's going on right now with the Dark Continent arc is amazing. Unfortunately, though, we're never going to see it end because he's never going to be healthy enough to write and draw the entire series. So it's really unfortunate that I have to say this, but I don't think Hunter x Hunter is ever going to end, and I don't think the manga will ever be a masterpiece because of his inability to relinquish some creative control. And, as the video title describes, it's the masterpiece that never was, because this manga has so much going for it. Yoshihiro Togashi is one of the most talented writers in the manga industry. Unfortunately, he doesn't have an artist to help him, or he's not allowing artists to help him draw this series. But that is all of my thoughts on Hunter x Hunter today, guys. I would love to know what you guys think about this whole topic. There's a reason why I do these manga discussion videos. It's to get the community involved. So if you have similar thoughts, differing thoughts, I would love to know what you think on this whole topic. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Insidious Swede, and until next time, take care.